ask yourself is, can he play man coverage? Can you line up and play man-to-man? You can check that box. Number 2, can he play zone coverage? Can he play off? Can he read the quarterback? I think we quickly learned he can do that. Does he panic when the ball is in the air? He doesn't do that. So when you look at Mansoor Delane, you're getting a guy that's very patient, that can play man coverage. He's very patient and can play off-zone coverage. And when the ball is in the air, he understands how to go attack the ball, and he doesn't get grabby. That's something that a lot of college corners do. They get very grabby. He doesn't do that, and he catches the football, which means he can turn the football over for your team. You talk to defensive back coach Corey Raymond, and he's had some great ones down there. Morris Claiborne, Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu. He's right in that same elk, Mel, with all those guys.
Came out of Archbishop Spalding High School, right? Watch him play high school football. To see him get to this point, Louis had talked about it. Virginia Tech, inconsistent. Made some big plays with interceptions, gave up some. At LSU this year, started off the Clemson game. He had an interception, had a couple pass breakups. He took his game to a new level. Everybody thought he'd be a 4-5 guy, an under 4-4 at the workout. I had him right now as the 14th best player in this draft. I think it's a bit of a reach, but guess what? With Jermod McCoy and that lingering knee injury, he became the guy at corner that you got to get, because there's really, right now, no locked corner because of McCoy's injury. Maybe Colton Hood gets in there, maybe Chris Johnson, San Diego State, but that made Mansoor Delane much more valuable at the top of the draft because of McCoy falling back just a bit.
Yeah, they're betting on that ascension that you're talking about, Mel, that he's on currently as far as how he has improved to continue. They've done a nice job down there with defensive backs. They lost 2 of them this offseason. I mean, it was a necessity in order for Brett Feast to go ahead and fill this position and get someone like this guy who, look, he just absolutely balled out all year long. He supports the run. He makes plays on the football. He's so aggressive at the catch point. He can do it all. He has really developed his game.
They make the aggressive move. They go up and get their man, and Marriott Bonvoy takes us back to Laura, who's with Mansoor Delane.
Mansoor, you just said, wow, this is crazy. The Chiefs traded up to get you. What did they tell you about why you were so important to them?
Sure, really just the way I play the game. You know, this confidence they have in me. They weren't really on me too much in this process, but they said they just wanted to keep it quiet and make that sneak move, and they made the best move in the draft, so I'm excited.
You were once a little boy dreaming of this very night where you would become an NFL player. What would that little boy say now?
Man, don't stop now. Don't stop now. You got what you dreamed of, but, man, let's make a mark on this league.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Laura, thank you very much. And so the next selection is in. We mentioned the cadence will be quicker this season because there's only 8 minutes rather than 10 between these picks. And Mel, the Washington Commanders have already made their pick. Who's the best player remaining on the board in your mind?
That Fred Warner comparison. Who had Fred Warner? Adam Peters did. Who's the general manager of the Washington Commanders? It's Adam Peters. Who was the comp? It's Fred Warner. You got Sonny Styles for the Washington Commanders. In a division with those quarterbacks, you got to chase. Sonny Styles can do it. He can spy, and he can get to the quarterback like a cat.
It's a name that perhaps we had expected to go a little sooner than this. He had one of the truly great showings in the history of the Combine about 6 weeks ago. So that certainly feels like a possibility here. Many had projected that Jeremiah Love might fall all this way. I'd seen him projected to the Commanders multiple times. Here comes the commissioner with a pair of Hall of Famers on either.
The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, is awarded to one player each year and celebrates their profound impact on and off the field. I'm joined on stage by former winners Lynn Swann and Jerome Bettis. And the league welcomed its newest member to the prestigious club 2 months ago, Super Bowl champion and 6-time All-Pro Bobby Wagner. Way to go, Bobby. On behalf of the Payton family and Nationwide, I encourage players drafted this week to make their community and the league a better place. You want to go for it, or you want me? With the 7th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State.
Now, this is the first time that Ohio State has had 3 players selected in the first 7 overall. Sonny Styles, Lewis, you talked about him earlier, played safety his first 2 seasons in Columbus, switched to linebacker, just got better and better at 174 tackles in 2 years, 7 sacks, and an interception. First team All-American last season.
He's another guy whose career is just on a rocket ride right now, Greeny, as far as his development. Very similar to Arvell Reese, and you're going to see it here, the things that he can do. His football instinct and his football IQ when it comes to playing linebacker, having been a former safety, are just continuing to improve. Getting free snaps held so that he can play downhill, key and diagnose, make TFLs like that. That's exactly what you want. A guy who's a former safety, how is he going to be able to play at the line of scrimmage as far as setting blocks and still being able to be productive at the point of attack? You see it there. He's getting better at that. His lateral agility, when you have a guy who's this big and covers this much ground, that's going to be no problem for him. He's going to chase ball carriers down all over the field. And then his recognition and his reaction, his ability to transition in man or zone coverage. Again, the safety background comes into play. That's something he's going to excel at on third down when he gets to the league. Who's another guy who made this transition? The great Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher, who played that robber position in those 3 safety looks at New Mexico, transitioned into being one of the great linebackers with his height, his weight.
As far as the sack number, he got after the quarterback in his first year at all fall, had 6 sacks in 2024. He had 2 in the playoffs, 1 against Texas and 1 at Notre Dame. Now, he only had 1 sack this past season. He showed 2 years ago he could give you that pass rush. He is a tremendously talented player with so many versatile, mobile, athletic quarterbacks. This kid can track you down big time. They get the 4th best player, in my opinion, with 7th pick. Great choice for Washington.
Of course, his dad, Lorenzo Styles, who's also a great player at Ohio State. Marriott Bonvoy takes us down to Laura and Sonny Styles.
Sonny, we saw your smile when you looked at that Commanders jersey and you put on the hat. What should Commanders fans know about what they're getting in you?
Oh, man, I love the game. I love the guys. I love the brotherhood. I'm excited to be part of the organization. Coach Quinn, Mr. Peters, the whole